Coach Antonio Harris. This is my 10th year coaching at my alma mater, Booker T. Washington High School. The main motivation is giving back to my community. I played for Booker T. Washington. I'm a graduate of 95, class of 95. And just giving the opportunity to come back to my community and give back in a special way, because I see so many young men that are misguided and undecided about what they want to do with their lives. So I was one of those kids when I was at that age, and somebody where a lot of men sowed seeds into me, which helped me become the man that I am currently today. So that's my biggest thing, is to try to get these young men minds on the path of being contributors to their community, being stand-up men, being fathers, being husbands, being workers, whatever it may be. I just want them to understand that basketball is a tool to get them to where they're going, to get them started. And it can open up so many different doors for them. I like challenges, to be honest. A lot of kids that have that little grit in them, that's something that you can't teach. The skill part of it, I can teach them all day. The mental approach to the game, I can teach them all day. But that grit and that hunger and the desire, that's something that you could never instill into a child. So I look for a variety of different things, but that's one thing that I enjoy, because it's a challenge, cause to be able to get these kids on track to start thinking the way that I think, and probably having a better outlook on life. I just want to make sure that I use basketball. Basketball is the meeting ground for us, in which I get them to the next step in life, which can be anything. It's a mentorship, a fatherhood, a brotherhood. It's so many different facets of it, man, because a lot of times I have to be a counselor, a father, a coach, teacher. Whatever hat I need to wear for these kids or whatnot, I'm more than willing to do so. Because a lot of times, many programs don't get a chance to go out of town and play in these big name tournaments in which they give kids exposure. But the MLK tournament has always been homegrown and always have given everybody, no matter what talent level that you have, has been given to these kids to showcase their talent on the court. I was given an opportunity to take over for my coach, in which had served close to 4 decades at the high school that I'm currently at. And I jumped at the idea. And I went to him first to see, could I get his blessing. Once he gave me his blessings, I went on and I took it on as a badge of honor. And I just really, right now, I'm protecting the brand. I'm just a gatekeeper right now. And at the end, I'm trying to prepare the next young man to take on where I'm going to lead off at when I retire, or move on to the next possible opportunity. And I give you a great example. When COVID hit, the pandemic hit, it took sports away from the city schools for a whole year. A lot of our kids still haven't bounced back from that yet. They were not given the opportunity to compete. They were not given their chance to kind of get some of the stresses off. And kids not being able to participate, and everybody come from different backgrounds and different circumstances. But my kids in particular, a lot of my kids don't have the basic necessities to go about daily lives. So a lot of my kids, I saw the frustration, the irritation, the eagerness, the desire, the problems that they were faced with. They couldn't go anywhere. And basketball and sports, to me, was an outlet for them in which they didn't have access to anymore. Firm, funny, lovable, a mentor, a father, a person that is down for their crown for them. They know anything that I got, they have. I'm always a person that they can come to in a time of need, whether it's advice about young ladies or advice about life, different decisions. I have my kids, they still come back. So I have had an opportunity to make a great impact on a lot of young men, and I want to continue to do that. And as long as I got breath in my body, I'm going to continue to inspire, because Coach Newman, Coach Jackson, it's a lot of OGs in the game, man, that they have moved on and they retired. And I look at them, how they kind of carry themselves, and I just want to be that footprint behind them to kind of try to lead that legacy and leave it to the next generation. Or the first thing I would probably tell them would be, get you a good base. And what I mean by a good base, a great coaching staff. And it ain't always about the X's and O's. A lot of times it's about men that that can touch them from different realms and show them different things, because every child is not going to make it to the NBA. So sometimes you got to bring other men in that are mentors to other young men that can possibly lead them in a different direction, but also teach them some X's and O's and have some basketball background so they can sit up there and get their footing right there. The second thing I probably tell them to do is make sure they kind of build some partnerships with other coaches. This is nothing but a fraternity. The more coaches that you know, it ain't always about X's and O's. A lot of times it's about camaraderie, getting to know one another, because you never know. You may end up being a godfather to somebody else's kids or whatnot, based upon your relationship. And I have a person that I'm very close with, that he's my rival. But at the end of the day, we competitors. Once the game is over, we shake hands, be like, bro, you coming over to the house? That type of stuff. This is the type of camaraderie that you need. And third, you need a great support system as far as the parents and also your faculty. If your faculty don't understand your vision, it's going to be hard for you. But for the most part, the parents could help you with your vision as well, because at the end of the day, it takes a village to raise these kids. And the more hands that you have on deck, then our kids will be better off in the world.